Welcome back. Dubai has witnessed stunning growth over the last decade, and with this growth comes global recognition, culminating last year with the emirate being awarded the Expo 2020. Jumeirah, like Dubai, is set to feature more prominently on the world stage as the group continues to expand, spreading the Jumeirah culture worldwide. Now, you're a veteran in the industry and were named in the top position of the Hotelier Middle East Power 50 list of the most influential hoteliers. In your experience, what is the most important factor in the creation and longevity of a successful hospitality brand?
I think that if you look at one of the most important attributes of any leader anywhere is to understand genuinely you're only as good as the people you employ around you, and you really have to be willing to take on people who will challenge you, people who have far more expertise in the role that they are doing than you would have in that particular role, and people that are ambitious and that want to develop. It keeps all of us sharpening the saw, as Stephen Covey used to say. But it really, that is the most important thing for me, is that it's the people that you employ around you. And then I think within this business, I believe that a leader such as somebody in my position, particularly with so many employees, so many colleagues that we have working for us here, we have to understand the power of inspiration and the power of really getting the message across that we really do appreciate what our colleagues do for us. Our employees, whether there's somebody that's washing pots in a kitchen to somebody that's actually the manager of a hotel, they make all of us look good if they are motivated to do their jobs properly. And we have some very interesting exercises within Jumeirah where we try to bring in this leadership by example, in that about every 18 months we do what we call the Gemba Day. And the Gemba Day is a Japanese concept where we would, as senior people, work in a more junior position within the organization. And I've done days where I've done stewarding, working in the pot wash and working in the plate wash. Another time, it was very interesting. I did a day working in the kitchen of the Alcázar Hotel. And there was this great Chinese girl working there, Emma is her name. And we were chopping vegetables and working away. But before we started, our internal communications came around to us and said, look, we're taking some photographs for the day. Would you ask me, would I come out to the restaurant to cook an omelette for a guest? It was breakfast time. So I go out to the restaurant and there's the egg station where they're cooking the eggs. So I started cooking the omelette, and one of our people started taking photographs. And the guest who was waiting was getting a little bit puzzled, and I had my chef's uniform on and everything. Was a little bit puzzled, and the guest then says, what's this about? And they said, well, this is our Gemba Day, and this is our CEO, and he's working here for the day, and he's cooking your omelette, aren't you lucky? Like, the guest says, no. He ran away. He said, I don't want an omelette cooked by him. But joking aside, it really is something very, very useful to do, to get in to see how important it is. And I remember working in the plate wash. We think that working in plate wash is just putting plates through, but the stewards have to ensure that there are enough plates for the chefs, that they're the right kind of plates, that the plates are warm, that they're in the warming drawers. Because just imagine, if the chef cooks a meal and there's no plate to put it on, it's going to be late getting to the guest and the whole chain goes the wrong way. So everybody depends on everybody else in the business. And it's great to understand the importance of every single job, whether the person's cleaning a toilet or somebody is actually the executive chef in a kitchen. It really does, every job is equally important as part of the chain.
Looking to the World Expo 2020, Dubai is no longer a candidate city because the emirate will be host come 2020. What does this mean for Jumeirah Group?
Wow, we were also thrilled to see Dubai actually win that bid. I think it's just amazing that Dubai can achieve this. It's kind of, we all thought it was going to happen because, His Highness said, well, we're going to go for Expo 2020. And we think, yeah, sure we are. But well, the amount of work that was put into it by the team around Her Excellency Reem Al Hashimi, with everybody involved. And this was one thing that so unified Dubai for UAE nationals, for all the expatriates here, for the whole country actually. You could feel this sense of purpose that evolved and developed. And I think this is going to be fantastic for Dubai. I went to the World Expo in 2010 in Shanghai, And just to see the excitement of the Chinese people, they had 70 million visitors during the 6 months. Now that obviously is a huge amount, but we're expecting up to 25 million visitors over the 6 months. And of course, it'll also be celebrating the 50th anniversary of part of it anyway, of the United Arab Emirates, which will be a great event. And it gives us the confidence within the industry to know that yes, there will be more involvement, yes, there will be more Jumeirah hotels, I hope, in Dubai, and hotels at all levels. But it gives a great sense of purpose for everybody in Dubai, and something that was amazingly unique just to have achieved it. I was saying to a person, I said, isn't it great for Dubai that we won the World Expo 2020? And he said, you know what? Isn't it great for the World Expo that Dubai won the 2020 bid? Because actually nobody will promote it like Dubai will promote it. And in my opinion, without again being complacent about it, but I believe nobody would run a World Expo like Dubai will run the World Expo in 2020.
Now finally, Dubai's tourism vision for 2020 has the stated goal of attracting 20 million visitors per year, trebling the sector's contribution to Dubai's economy. Is the kind of growth that we are currently seeing in the tourism sector sustainable over the long term? And what's Jumeirah Group doing to accommodate this objective?
Well, I think if you look back and you see where we've come from over the last 10 years now to get to 11 million visitors coming into Dubai on an annualized basis, it's truly amazing. And the indications are that the first 2 months of 2014 have again shown double-digit increase in numbers coming to Dubai. So I am quietly confident, but not complacent, but I am confident that we will achieve the 20 million visitors by 2020. But like any target, you can't just say, well, here's my target, I'm going to sit back and let it happen. We have to work hard to make it happen. I've always had great belief in the model that we have in Dubai, where the public and private sectors work so closely together for the same objective. His Highness has set the objective, and we see very clearly where we want to be. And it's an objective set around the quality of Dubai, around the confidence of Dubai, but so much around the infrastructure of everything that makes tourism happen. It starts with the airline. To have an airline like Emirates providing so much airlift, as we call it in the industry, into our destination. Without airlift, you're not going to succeed. We can build as many hotels as we want, but if we can't get the passengers and the guests to actually get here, then we're not going to have full hotels. So I really give great credit to the success of Emirates Airlines in underwriting the success of the tourism industry here in Dubai. Then couple that with the product of Dubai when you get here. The hotels are always high quality. They're run by very nice employees, very well motivated employees. And that's whether it's a 3-star or a 7-star. As I said earlier, you have to be best in class, whichever level you're at. And each level has its own right, has its own attractions. And okay, we're in the 5-star deluxe level, but we fully respect what happens within the 3- and 4-star hotels as well, which are also necessary. And we know they're being built here, and they will be a key part of achieving the target of 20 million visitors by 2020. Couple that with the need for theme parks, which now we see are beginning to be looked at again, because we do need to continue to give new reasons for guests to come to Dubai. On top of that, Dubai has become the commercial centre of the region, one of the great commercial centres of the world. And don't forget, tourism is also about business tourism. So a businessman staying in a hotel is defined by the United Nations World Tourism Organization actually as a tourist. So this part is important. So tourism in terms of individual business people, tourism in terms of conventions, as we call it in the industry, MICE, which is meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions. And then I would say for the biggest volume area is definitely in leisure tourism to Dubai. Dubai offers everything. It offers security, it offers a great climate, incredible beaches, unbelievable shopping. And I mean, the whole world is obsessed with the shopping of Dubai, and we can see that from people coming here. And the great thing about Dubai, again, thanks to Emirates Airlines, is the ability from people from all different markets, all different countries to congregate, to come to Dubai. Because of course, if there's an issue in one country where maybe for some reason, whatever it might be, your business stops coming from, you can look at other countries. So we can now see how the development of China is affecting Dubai. And you know, the Chinese, like the Russians before them, have fallen in love here, you know, with Dubai. And before that, of course, you had the Germans and you had the British, and you still have huge markets from UK, from Europe. But equally importantly, we have great support from the GCC markets, and it really gives me a lot of pleasure to see that the Arab markets have rediscovered Dubai, albeit it might be because of the Arab Spring, but they are coming here. And one thing they're saying is, wow, we'd forgotten how great Dubai was, and they keep coming back now. And Dubai has been rediscovered by a lot of the GCC markets in recent years.
Mr. Gerald Lawless, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mirna. Thank you very much.